The Acclaimed. Oh my God, man. The hottest tag team, I think, right now in wrestling.
Yeah,
In all of
I would
wrestling.
argue that. Yeah,
Raj Giri at the Raj Giri tweets, AEW has done a great job making the Acclaimed into real stars. And getting Billy Gunn the most over he's been in over 20
yeah.
years. Hashtag AEW Dynamite. Uh, this based on the whole segment they had on AEW Dynamite uh, with the celebration of Billy Gunn adopting, if you will, being adopted, the adopted father, excuse me, of Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. Hell of a segment, man. And if you notice in mainstream and sports, you remember like the suck sign was starting like
Yep.
break through back in DX. Scissor Me Daddy is starting to break through exactly like that. So Billy Gunn, I mean, he's a trendsetter. It seems like
Yeah.
here. So I do have to ask, what makes the Acclaim so over with the fans? Is it Billy Gunn, or does it have to do with Anthony Bowens and Max Caster?
I think Billy Gunn definitely helped. I mean, they mentioned it in that promo about them seeing the scissor gestures. Like I don't know what you're gonna call it at the World Series. I've not seen that. I've not seen it in mainstream sports, but I would not be surprised if it is happening because it's just so easy and catchy to do. The Acclaim was a naturally grown talent in AEW. They weren't forced upon us. They weren't pushed down our throats. They weren't giving us promos. They come out, do these entertaining little kind of poem raps, topical of the day, the hour of the show. They're very quick with their raps. They went from heels to natural faces to the crowd, won them over. Crowd fell in love with these guys. And what really put them on the map for me, because I'm a casual AW fan, was their partnership with the Gun Club, right? The Gun Club. We were watching one of the pay per views. I forgot what pay per view it was. You see all five of them passed out drunk in a hotel room, partying all night. Just the bond they had at the Gun Club and Billy Gunn just put them on an upper echelon of this is actually funny and entertaining. This is must see TV for AW. This is must stop, watch. So I think Billy Gunn was a huge part of that. I think he still is. I think some people love Billy Gunn with the Acclaimed. And I don't know if it's just the whole daddy ass thing, the scissoring thing, but it doesn't matter. It's working. It's gold. It's money. The chemistry together is great. They work very well together. And it's one of those things you have to stop and watch what you're doing. Stop what you're doing to watch Billy Gunn and Acclaimed. When that music hits, all right, I got to stop what I'm doing. I got to hear what they're saying. It's great. Billy Gunn is a big part of it. Yes.
Billy Gunn contributes for sure. But I mean, Billy Gunn is not necessarily a star. I mean, he's been. It's not like he's been away for the game for for 20 years. Like he's consistently been involved. I mean, hell, he's even wrestled for BCW at one point.
That's right.
But
First anniversary.
right, so like I would have to say, I think the biggest star here is Max Caster. There would be no Acclaimed
Oh,
if it
yeah.
wasn't for the rapping ability that Max
Oh, yeah.
Caster. People tune in to his raps. They stop what they're doing. They listen to his raps, to his intro going in because listen, they're culturally relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever he says, he knows how to get under the crowd's skin or to make them pop. Either way, he
Yep.
knows how to get a reaction from them, and that's what wrestling is all about, right? To get the reaction, and he does such an excellent job doing that. And of course, they are dynamite in the ring, so that helps. But yeah, I mean, I would say the talent there, Billy Gunn, yeah, it definitely helps for sure. I'm sure he's guided him because there's some similar things what they're doing with DX and yada yada, but making it their own, which is great. But I think the whole thing would go to shit if Max Caster wasn't so good at what he does.
No, absolutely. I mean, I think we're saying the same thing here. Billy Gunn is definitely a big part of their success, but not, the Acclaim themselves were over already
Right.
because of their raps. I think Billy Gunn, the partnership with Billy Gunn, partnership with the Gun Club, put them on the upper echelons of being must see. But the Acclaimed are, yeah, those two guys alone, they don't need Billy Gunn to be where they are.
They do
Billy Gunn
not.
definitely helped them that rocket to casual fans flipping to the channel. Oh, that's Billy Gunn. What's he doing there? Who are these guys he with? I think it definitely helped them catch the
He
grab of the casual
he
fans.
gives them the rub,
Yeah, that's
if you
an
will.
easier way to putting it. Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
he's a big part of their success. I don't think they needed him to be successful, but I think he's a big part of their success how quickly they achieved it in the last 6 months.
Do you
Because they
think
were,
we ever see them split up like Anthony Bowens and Max Caster?
I don't think so. Um, I mean, they have usually most tag teams do split up. I won't be surprised if it does happen, but I don't
In
think any.
WWE, I don't think we've really seen it in AEW though.
I just don't think AEW has any really truly homegrown tag teams. All the tag teams have been elsewhere. I think this is a true homegrown AEW team that I think needs to carry that division for quite some time. Maybe they split up, maybe they don't. I hope they don't because I'm tired of seeing tag teams split. Let's see it. Let's them be the iconic tag team in AEW's history 10 years down the road.
I'm with you. Although I do see, and it's not knocking Anthony Bowens because I do like Anthony Bowens a lot, but there's just something about Max Caster that screams star potential, and yes, I think they should carry the tag team division for a little bit longer, but I think the AEW would be doing such a disservice if they didn't try to have Max Caster try to eventually be a single star on his own.
This reminds me of the conversation we had when I said Montez Ford has a rock qualities. He's one to break out to be the he when they split up, he could be the one that launches in the superstardom. So you're having the same feeling about Max Caster.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would dare say, oh man, it's tough because like Montez Ford is a freak of an athlete and
Yeah,
tons of charisma, but like I would say Max Caster slightly beats him out on the mic. Uh, but Montez Ford is definitely, I would say, is a better athlete of the two. But I think Max Caster might be a better wrestler, though. Two different things.